Hey, what's going on?
Hello, what's going on?
How are you, my friend?
I'm fine.
Hello. You can probably back up a little bit, just so that way.
Is that too far?
It's pretty good.
Should I throw my voice this way?
That sounds.
Or your voice that way?
Sounds fucking great. All right, folks, we're live.
We're live.
Hey, hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 2. Episode 2 of the GPC party.
How's it
So
going?
two Clone Wars.
Pants Central. Did we come up with the title yet? Because
GPC. GPC.
Episode 2?
this is episode 2, folks.
Ep2.
Even though, there we go. We got a crowd.
We're being filmed in front of a live studio audience
so
here.
It's great.
Oh, yeah. It's
But
pretty good.
this is episode 2. Even though episode 1 is yet to be released, which that might be on the unreleased album
on
the
YouTube?
EP.
It's more on
On the
hold.
EP.
It's not out yet.
It's unlisted.
No,
It's not public.
Make it public.
I mean, we're thinking about it.
Well, because I
Don't be a
listened to
bitch.
the entire
GPC
thing.
Hey,
sounds like-
so let's the first like topic is like the podcasting thing. Like,
Yeah.
how are we gonna do it? What do we want to do?
Who are we?
Well, we're the GPC, obviously,
Yeah,
right? So for the uninitiated, which is Mr. Tyler Bedard.
Hey, bud.
Welcome, Tyler.
Thank
Tyler's
you.
our special guest. He's coming in from Jacking Off, Michigan.
Jacking off Michigan. Yeah, that's pretty close. Jacking off.
Yeah,
You know, I
it
get
makes
that.
sense.
I can
it makes
hear it.
sense. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? This is not good.
Tyler.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh,
Look at it with all that facial hair.
this
I
isn't
wanna do
live,
some dirty
right?
things.
Like,
Oh!
this is not live?
My bad. I forgot. Are our parents listening?
I'm just curious. No, because
we're
my girlfriend
we're
wanted.
in
She
our
was like, "Oh, I
50s.
want to listen if it's live."
Oh yeah. We're not there. We're not there
Okay.
yet. We're not. We're not.
No, there's no audience.
We're not that special. So
Okay.
Oh, we have
that
an
that's
audience.
future.
We have an audience.
This is just for Chris to listen to in his free time.
Yeah, you know.
Anyway,
You know what I'm gonna be doing later.
so going back to episode 1.
Episode 2.
My bad.
Are we on episode 1 or
Or
episode 2?
going back to episode
We're
1.
on episode 2.
Oh.
We're on episode 2.
I haven't even been here.
Just talking
but-
about what you guys were talking about episode 1.
Hey,
As far as alternative life.
alternative
Not
forms
living,
of life.
not
Yeah.
living, but life.
So we're
So what do you
want
want to be other than human?
Hey, we talk about changing your DNA, changing your RNA.
Right.
You know.
Who's that? Zuckerberg guy?
I don't know enough science to be talking about this.
How do you lick water
No
when you're trying
worries.
to drink it?
How do you lick water? It's because he's a lizard, man.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. How do you lick
He's
water
a
when you're trying to
lizard,
drink it?
man.
That's like,
We've all seen the YouTube video. Come on.
Hey.
I've actually never seen that, but anyway.
But first of all, we're gonna initiate Tyler.
Oh, boy.
So the GPC
Yep.
is the Green Pants Committee.
I'm
Or
wearing blue pants.
Green Pants Council. Which have we settled it yet?
We haven't settled it yet.
Council.
It's still
Okay.
up for debate.
So we're the GPC. We're the Green Pants Committee, Council, whatever you want to call it. So don't ask us what it means.
It's gonna come up later, guys. Don't worry. Stay tuned.
We'll let you know though. Yeah, stay tuned. We'll let you know
It's a work
later.
in progress. Well, but for episode 2, we're going to be talking about a little bit of diets and how diets play a big role in our lives. How many diets have happened within the last year? Nobody
True that.
knows.
Right, that's the first one. After that, we're going to talk about the
Cuban Missile Crisis.
those
waiting.
kind of dreams that we have
I'm
that
waiting.
are.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
And GPC.
I think so.
And GPC.
Right.
I think so. I mean, I'm not sure. Would you like to elaborate?
No, that'll be on the second topic. Anyway,
Oh, okay. Cool. No problem. That's no problem.
what is that? We were talking about that before.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know what you're saying, man.
Chrissy, dude.
I don't know really know what you're talking about right now.
Anyway,
We're gonna get into first topic.
Diets.
Diets.
You wanna? So my diet is shit. So let's just start there.
Right
I eat nothing but shit.
Who drinks a lot of beer?
Well,
only on weekends.
I don't know if I have a diet. I ate the Lord's chicken today, Chick-fil-A, and
Hell yeah.
oh god,
and then,
come on,
uh,
Alan.
I
Praise
ate
the
some
Lord.
more chicken later, and now I'm drinking beer. So
Hell yeah!
how
Praise
do
the Lord.
I stay so
Hallelujah.
skinny? Stay tuned.
Hallelujah, folks. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Dude, relax.
Oh my god.
All that's getting recorded. Hello.
I'm sorry.
Hello and welcome.
Take my
Sweaty-
beer.
sweaty-
Sweaty.
Sweaty balls.
I'm sorry.
Would you like
Drop
some
it like
sweaty,
you can.
sweaty
Oh
balls?
no, it smudged my sunglasses.
Is anyone
Sorry
down for
about
sweaty
that.
balls?
I just dropped my nutsack.
Ooh, you too? Fuck, you mean it's not sewed on?
Oh, wait a minute.
It's not yours isn't attached? I think something's wrong, dude.
Yeah, dog.
Just saying. So What are we getting into? Someone needs to be the official host, and I don't know if that's
Right.
me.
Well, we're talking
It
about
kinda feels
diets
like it's
right
you.
now.
Are we gonna- yeah.
So,
wait,
what
wait,
what
first.
diet are you on?
So I've had a pretty crazy amount of diets that I've worked on myself. I actually went from going high protein and high carbs over to just strictly paleo for about 6 months.
High carbs.
Okay.
High
Yeah,
carbs.
Yeah,
Wow.
super high carbs and super high protein. I would
Okay.
eat white rice.
Okay.
And when I considered paleo, they told me light carbs, and I went over to complex carbs, which is brown rice,
Okay.
and then inflection beans into there in order to create a protein. And
I hear you.
and having protein on the side. So my BMI during that time was about 23.2 or so.
Would you weigh $1.50?
160, 165.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm trying to get in the opposite. I'm trying to get into keto. I'm trying to do the low carb, 0 to low sugar, and moderate protein and high fat. So. What
Hey, but those are all good ideas, and keto is a very sustainable diet.
What are we talking? We're talking about some avocados. We're talking about
You can live off
See?
of coffee creamer.
Tyler, you can say that loud, man. It's okay. You don't gotta be ashamed, man. It's cool.
Well, they don't have avocados in Michigan,
There's nothing more
so
Michigan
Oh yeah,
than
dude. There's like nothing in
avocado.
Michigan. We don't
That's
have
why
trees.
they'll love 'em,
We don't have Californians. We don't have avocados.
What? There's no Californians in Michigan?
No, dude. It's
Fuck,
weird.
dude,
It's a
you're
trip.
screwed.
I'm not even in
Fuck.
Michigan.
Do you have
Obviously, I'm
carnivore
fucking.
rice?
I'm here in California.
all right. Well, bulk up. Anyway, Chris,
Yes, sir.
that's your
Yes,
diet.
Pat. You know what? We didn't even introduce ourselves, which is fucking podcasting 101.
Do
so.
beats?
It's the second episode. Come on, there. Do you know who you guys are?
No. The first episode was just me and Saul.
Oh,
So,
okay. Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
We
I'm
didn't say
Chris.
anything.
This is Pat, guys. Sorry.
We don't
I
even
missed
talk.
the first
who
one.
else do we got here? Saul, introduce yourself, please. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, what?
Introduce yourself, please.
Who?
You.
Yourself.
Saul
I am
here.
Hey, Raul here.
Raul, what's
We got
up, Raul?
Oh,
Raul.
thanks, guys.
And we got Tyler.
And I'm Tyler.
He's
We already-
visiting.
I got
again
introduced before everybody.
from Saginaw. So
From
welcome,
Sagnasty.
welcome, Tyler.
Anyway,
Thank you.
Not gonna lie, Tyler, no homo, but I miss you, man.
I miss you too.
No,
I miss all you guys. I miss
All
my homies
I
here.
miss our late nights together. you know.
Oh, you know,
We're not gonna get into detail about what we were doing, but
handling packages.
handled it.
right, packages for sure.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was straight up handling packages. It was glorious. It was glorious.
Right. So keto diet.
Keto.
diet
So-
was,
So I mean,
Fat?
from my research, you know, hey, it's sounding pretty legit, man. The stuff that's brought up, like, you know, you eat whatever. Let's just say you eat some sugary, some kind of cupcake or something. You get that sugar crash, right? So it's like, I don't know. I know I've had it plenty of times. You eat whatever, man, and then next day or maybe even a couple hours later, you're like, fuck, like you feel like shit. You know what I'm saying?
that.
So,
Right.
I mean, I believe there's a large correlation between sugar, carbohydrates, all that good stuff, which apparently was like, this is not even something that I knew until I did my research, but like carbohydrates metabolize into sugar, or, you know, metabolize into glucose. So, I mean, it's like all the same, dude. Sugars,
Right.
it's all.
So, yeah, interesting conversation I've had before because I've heard people who run marathons.
Do tell.
and, the glucose actually
Do
gets
tell.
stored within your liver or your actual pancreas as well, and it secretes that that carbohydrate and turns it into an energy.
And sugar.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Into
a
sugar.
form
And
of energy,
then-
which is sugar.
And you have your insulin levels also, which your insulin is battling the sugar intake, all that good stuff. Which high levels of insulin or high levels of sugar, I mean, it's all no bueno, as far as I know.
Right.
After my deep research that I did, my YouTube research. I mean, YouTube is the truth, right? Right? Everything on
Right,
YouTube,
right.
everything you hear on
Yeah,
YouTube.
it's pure.
I've learned my auto transmission fluid on my car. I've learned that, so it is the truth.
Ooh,
Correct.
See,
I can't speak for that, obviously.
I don't know.
I converted.
I believe him.
You converted?
I don't know about you, but I believe him.
You Jewish?
I don't
not
even.
Jewish, but
Sorry, I don't
nothing
know if that
wrong
was the
with
right thing to say on here.
Jewish
No,
people.
Saul is
Nothing
my
wrong with
name,
Jewish people,
and
I
I
just
don't eat pork.
Convert.
Wait,
Never
I
mind.
do
Never
eat
mind.
pork.
Never
I
mind.
do.
We'll just cut that out, right?
No, we're gonna leave that in.
Okay.
So
We ain't cutting shit out, man. So
Great.
So
Hi,
Saul's
guys.
trying to
Holy-
gain more carbs, right, on a daily basis. Chris is trying to
are you still
limit that.
Are you still on something of that nature, the high carb, whatnot?
I want to say yes.
It would be
but
kind of cool.
Truly, no.
It'd be kind of cool to like test that between the two of us. Like
that would be an
we're
awesome
doing we're
test.
doing the opposite. Wait, okay, hang on. You said you did it before, the high carb, right? You did it for a bit.
Well, I did a very high carb and high protein as well.
And how did it work out? How did you
So,
feel?
I was training for Ninja Warrior at the time.
Okay,
I
so-
was training for
I
some
mean-
real
Well, that's-
Well, fuck.
That's
some
the
real
emphasis right
competition.
there is working out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
exactly.
lie. I used to work out,
I'm not gonna lie.
eat Twinkies before I freaking worked out. I was fine.
But was it intentional? Like you trying to get your glucose
No,
levels
I was hungry. I wanted a Twinkie.
That makes sense.
But
That
I worked out heavily because that was just my nature at the time. So
That makes perfect sense.
you burn it off. You burn it off. I swear. I promise you
No,
guys.
no.
Work out, be active,
For sure.
eat whatever you want, but not really.
But to counterpoint, if I may, it can get stored though in your fat, in your fat cells and all that, and it can be harder to burn off glucose as opposed to high fat diet, and it's easier to burn fat, and you can your fat is your energy source.
Well, I feel like
Right.
we all burn fat, whether we're just sitting in the couch or.
I don't
whether
know
we're
about you,
moving
fat
around
boy.
or not.
It depends on the
'Cause
body
I
mass.
see your gut hanging over your belt as
Damn.
we speak.
Damn.
He's talking about my pectoral gut.
That's it.
He's talking about my third liver.
Your third eye. I like that. I like that.
I was unaware. I was highly unaware that's what that was.
So, what did you name your third eye, Saul?
Miguel.
Miguel.
Yeah.
Sí, Miguel. Hey, we have Miguel. Miguel's in the building.
Okay, Miguel.
Hey, Miguel. How you doing? How you doing, Miguel? We doing all right?
I'm happy.
Miguel's happy. That's
Miguel,
good.
do you have any advice for us?
Yeah, Miguel, give us some advice, please.
Some words of wisdom.
Yes, please.
I can't do that right now. Anyway, Tyler,
Come on, man.
how about your diet?
Tyler. I
Are you on
honestly, nope, I don't have one, dude. I just, like, straight up, there's nothing.
Drinks
The Lord's
beer,
chicken?
eats
I
Kool-Aid
the
all
Lord's
day.
chicken, and
Free for
beer.
all?
You know, I just do. I mean, I'm a skinny guy.
Says
Skinny
how
guy.
hard-
400
What?
pounds. Skinny guy.
Skinny? You're skinny?
I know, it's
400
crazy.
pounds?
400 pounds.
400 pounds of skin and bones.
I'm big boned, alright.
Oh, yeah, big
He's
bone
got
for
dense
sure.
bones.
No, yeah, I really just, I just kind of eat when I'm hungry and eat whatever, man.
See, I kind of did that too when I was on my carb and high diet with protein as well. I'd go to a local Terry Cafe restaurant and just eat some chicken and
Hell yeah.
rice. Chicken and
Big
rice.
ups to
all
Terry.
day.
Big ups to my boy Terry.
Chicken and
Oh,
rice.
I've done that.
You
Poultry,
done that chick?
seafood.
Oh, I
Seafood-
love doing
seafood
that
and
shit.
rice, or,
I was on a diet for a year.
how'd
I
you
seriously
feel?
lost
Did-
like 50 pounds.
What was the diet?
What was your diet before?
Before all that, everything fast food.
What
Yeah,
was
boy.
what was the new diet? What was it?
Stay off of red meat.
Really?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
So
hard.
besides cutting out red meat, what else did you do?
Well, once again, I was active again, but that contributed to, me losing 50 pounds in a year. Was pretty good. I mean, I have pictures.
So, hey,
Fucking
pictures.
so
dark
we'll,
some
we'll,
fucking.
we'll
I have
upload
the-
those pictures
Yeah.
later on our podcast.
fucking-
Let's
fucking-
You
be
guys,
accompanied.
so
I
after
will
my
upload
voice,
it.
click this link. Click,
Right here
This-
below, and don't
click
forget
down.
to subscribe and click on that bell.
Click
yeah,
down in
right
the
there.
description.
Something like that. But anyways,
All our
No,
merch,
but,
all our
um,
merch will be down in the description.
No red meat. Yeah, just straight chicken.
We'll have
So
shirts that
avoiding
say
red
no
meat.
red meat.
no
You're-
red meat.
Your diet was everything else though, like you ate regular, just cut
Everything
out
else,
strictly
but-
red meat.
But I'm not gonna lie, I played a lot of basketball. I went to the
Like
gym
myself.
3 times a week.
Dude, wait, honestly,
you.
for 50 pounds?
Seriously.
What was your
Played
starting
everybody.
I
weight
was-
and finishing weight?
I was at a 160. I was up over 200 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a
So,
lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm not calling you fat, bro. I'm just saying.
Right.
this is
no,
a good amount of
that
weight.
was during my
So-
active young years. So right now I'm still active.
He's 30
obviously.
now.
Yeah, I'm
You just-
29.
I was gonna say you just turned 29, right?
29,
Okay, cool,
yeah.
cool.
Turning 30.
Close enough.
Plus 5 more years, plus a couple more months.
So,
Well, I'm 26. I'm sitting in that same boat right now, and I'm feeling like I'm 35. So is
hey, so
that wrong on me?
A
No,
little bit.
nothing wrong with you at all.
Yeah,
little bit.
exactly right.
Oh my
I
god,
mean,
you
I-
look so cute.
I think there's something wrong with you.
Thanks.
Oh, anyway, Chris?
Hey,
What's up, Tyler?
so
What's up?
so you,
what's up?
so you cut out red meat. So how about, has anybody ever done any kind of research on the carnivore diet, which is strictly
Paleo, right?
Paleo's still includes some like fruits and vegetables.
Well, paleo is considered the original carnivore diet, right?
What
Because I jumped on that one, jumping out of my carb and high protein.
what do you know of the paleo? Like what's okay?
My BMI went from 23 to 21.
But
and
what's
that-
the foods on the diet though?
You got to do
Meat.
strictly protein, all protein.
But
no
there's some-
fats, no carbs.
But there's some fruits and vegetables also, right?
Sure, but those are complex. They're known as
Those are
complex
just
carbs
garnishes,
or,
they're not-
or sides.
Just
like-
garnishes.
Just garnishes. You're not
Couple
supposed to
Los
eat them.
cilantro.
Yeah, I'll throw this in my mouth.
Poquito cilantro.
Hey, so we had. I usually use zucchini, or I would use a lot of like zucchini noodle
On the paleo?
and paleo,
Okay.
and I wouldn't use a lot of it actually. I would use mostly protein, like super high carb, and I'd use a protein shake as well. So I mean, like I do. So check this out. My morning would go from a protein shake to start off my day, and that would go into an omelet. No, basically no sides at all on this omelet. It's
Yeah.
just strictly egg.
Just egg.
Just
Gotcha.
strictly egg. I would go home, then I would go ahead and work out after. I guess no, actually I'm not gonna even tell this right. So let's go back.
It's okay. It's okay.
Whoa.
Hey,
Let's go back. I'm
We
not gonna
gotta-
tell
It's
this
okay.
right.
we gotta be easy on banging stuff on the
Yeah.
table, guys. Just
Stop
a
banging
reminder.
things.
Just a small reminder.
Right,
Stop
right,
banging things,
right.
guys.
Keep it in your
I'm mad.
pants.
I'm super
I'm-
mad. I'm mad. I'm mad.
Keep-
Keep banging it on the table everywhere.
Anyway,
Keep your drink
so,
between your legs, please.
Good.
Yeah.
Continue.
So look,
Continue.
as I continued to diet in this paleo diet, I noticed I was really agitated at one point when I was talking to a couple coworkers, and I think it was because of the lack of carbs. Truly going from eating a lot of rice and not eating a lot of rice, it does play a big impact on your diet as well as I want to say your attitude.
Let me ask you a question though. How long did you do it for? How long did it last?
I did it for about 9 months.
9 months.
9 months.
Because the only thing I was gonna say is you do have to go through that transitional phase where, like on the keto, apparently you reach the ketosis and all that, which I still haven't done enough research to speak on it. But you have to go through like feeling like shit. Like you'll feel worse than you did before, and then after that, then you like start feeling better.
So after that 9 months, how did you feel? And how did you feel when you went back to your normal habits?
In terms of my
Introducing-
eating habits, or in
Right.
terms
So
of
the
my
diet that you're
activity?
on for 9 months, how'd you feel?
I was training towards Ninja Warrior at that point, so I was training every morning at 6 a.m. to about 9 or 8 a.m.
But you reintroduced carbs, correct?
This was before, so I would eat carbs and then I stopped eating carbs.
Okay.
That was when I was strictly paleo. I would
Gotcha.
buy this. It's about a $7 bread loaf that was strictly called paleo bread, which about like 7 grams of almond flour in it.
I got you.
Almonds are good.
Almonds are very good, and did have 7 grams of protein in it, which was pretty awesome as well.
Whoa, that dog.
Ooh, that's a quick dog.
And
I was gonna say something.
and Tyler?
Oh.
Well, obviously he's trying to gain.
I'm trying to
He's trying to not die.
trying to not die. There we go. I'm
Sustainability.
living the struggle diet, and
You live in that college
Ramen?
life.
consists of ramen and Kraft macaroni.
Couple
Actually,
noodles.
so
Condoms on
I
lotion.
took that
Yeah,
struggle
right.
diet up to the next level with my chef mastery, and I found some Kraft mac and cheese and mixed it with some steamer broccoli. Made
Okay.
myself what I call cheddar and broccoli a la struggle.
Mm.
actually-
struggle.
I know.
I love it. I love it.
I like that.
Actually wasn't bad. But yeah, no, I'm not really trying to do anything. I'm cool where I'm at. Comfortable with
Good.
what I'm doing.
Hey man, do
Well,
you?
All
Do you,
three of
man?
you gentlemen look pretty good. To
Pretty
me.
fit and trim. Pretty fit and trim.
Oh yeah.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah?
Let me get that number.
I don't need a number. Get right here.
Wait, I think I already have your number, Tyler.
I
I
got your
think
Snapchat.
I think I got it before.
Oh, that was we were talking about how we used to spend the nights together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, my bad. I forgot.
Yeah, come
my
on.
bad. My bad.
Hey,
So okay, everyone's diets. That's great.
Hey, wait,
so,
hang on.
Hey,
Wait, I just want to go back though, because has anybody ever researched or heard of carnivore diet? Like
Never.
anything?
No.
I mean, I feel like I've
But
heard
where can
it
I find
exists,
where
but
can I
don't
find a
really.
human being?
I heard
He wants
Amazon
one
started
right
carrying
now.
them
I
like
think-
last week.
I think a human being is a Mexican. Just saying. Just
Well,
saying.
whatever's good.
I got a clue.
Hey, but dude, like obviously it's a pretty gnarly diet, right?
I mean,
it's
just eat meat, right?
yeah. I mean, and there's different forms, right? There's people that legit eat straight red meat, like a steak, ribs, whatever, any cuts of beef,
Did
and
you say large?
large
Yeah, large cuts of beef.
I
anything.
mean, I guess you could say
Anything,
large
just
cuts of
anything,
beef.
right?
Well,
Just
okay, hey,
beef, right?
Does anybody know who Jordan Peterson is?
Nope.
No, but I know who. What's his name? From Twilight.
Yeah.
From Twilight.
Yeah,
Fucking
why are we
Twilight.
talking about the fact that Robert Pattinson is going to be Batman?
There we
Robert
go.
Pattinson.
So that's why I brought him up. I think that'd be great.
Is
He's
he
eating
cute.
him?
Is,
Is that
Aaron
right?
Roberts?
is he cute?
Aaron Roberts?
No, he's not cute. But
Aaron, you
he's
mean
alright.
Eric Roberts?
What's the lead singer
Robert
from Trapped?
Pattinson.
Who's
Come on.
Trapped?
Fucking headstrong.
Oh man, that's my favorite song.
Dude, I bought
But
the
yeah,
EP.
so what are you talking about?
Okay, so Jordan Peterson, he's like a psychologist, whatever, blah blah blah, and he has a daughter. Like she has like crazy autoimmune disorders. She had childhood like rheumatoid arthritis. She had like crazy skin issues, like high depression, anxiety, like all kinds of crap, right? So she like went through this fucking long ass journey. She was like doing elimination diets, right? Like you just cut out like a lot of shit,
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I've really heard of that.
Yeah.
I have a couple cents to say on that, but you go ahead.
Okay. But she started, minimal, right? And then she kept like cutting stuff out. And so, dude, I mean, eventually she just got to carnivore diet, and it's like straight red meat, and she's like never felt,
Better
that
in
she's
life, I
felt,
bet.
yeah, like the best she's ever felt. And all of her issues, her arthritis went away, her depression went away, everything. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that is.
So-
It's gnarly.
Nah, I feel like there's some truth in there because I've read a book before. It was a publishing doctor in England. He actually, or she actually published a book that said there were 7 diseases that could be cured due to your gut flora.
Yeah.
Metabolizing solid
The,
foods.
the-
And
the gut-
one was Alzheimer's.
The
other one
gut
was
biome.
schizophrenia, ADHD.
Yeah, man. It's all correlated, man.
So there could be some correlation.
I truly believe, man.
I felt attitude adjustments based on my diet being changed, and that's going from paleo to my carb diet.
Hey,
And I feel like that might play a big role based on how I'm feeling now.
no, hey, just so going back real quick. So that was his daughter that was doing that, and then she got the dad, Jordan Peterson, to start it too. So he had kind of the same. He had like depression, blah blah blah, and he was saying like, dude, like almost all his issues like went away. Like, he had what do you call it? He had like gingivitis and like saying like skin issues.
Brush your teeth.
No, but that's the thing though.
Brush your nails.
Brush your nails.
Brush your nails. Okay, Mom.
Wow. Don't forget to brush your nails.
Don't forget to brush your
Brush your
nails,
cat.
kids.
But yeah, dude. No, but like, dude, gingivitis has been linked to heart disease and
Gingivitis.
high sugar, high carbohydrate diets. All that plays a role, man. I'm just saying. I'm no expert. I'm gonna go on record. I'm no expert.
Are you sure? Because I have on this
Well-
record over here.
But this record.
I'm
this
gonna
record
pause
is-
that.
this
I'm gonna
record should-
pause this for now.
What? Dude, we can't pause. Come on, dude. All right, folks. Sorry about that. We had a little interruption. We had took a little break. I think a couple of us took a little pee break.
Right, so we have a new guest. Tyler actually had to fly out of town. We have Joseph.
Joseph, welcome,
what's
Joseph.
up, Joe?
What's up? Hey, Joseph has a nice. You got a nice radio voice, man. I like it.
He does.
I like
he
it.
does.
My face is made for radio.
Exactly.
That's not a good thing, man.
Yeah, because radio you can see, and then we can't see you. So, but you're good though.
I like the way your voice looks. Does that count? Does that count for anything?
I guess that counts.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Right on. So let's get in. Since we have Joseph here, and what would you say your vaping experience? You're pretty experienced,
Right.
Are we
When'd you get
can
into
I-
vaping? Actually,
can-
when did you start vaping?
Were you
So,
16?
He was 4.
I was 16 when I started vaping. I was trying to quit smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
Uh,
Me 3. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Me 2. Pat.
four.
Me 4.
Mm.
Me 4.
Yeah. So I've been vaping about 6 years now.
Okay.
I still think I'm only scratching the surface of it.
Okay.
But
I hear you, brother. It's a struggle, is it not?
it is. Coils are crazy. Builds are crazy.
Coils you build.
Let me ask you. So you're trying to get off smoking. Did you get into vaping and then you're kind of like doing the back and forth, like you have your breaking moment and go back?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was back and forth
I hear you.
for a year and a half.
I'm there with you, brother.
It was
My bad.
rough.
Oh, go ahead, Joe.
Oh,
Huh?
No, go ahead.
How about you?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how much like of a smoker you were. Like, you like a pack a day? You like
I was a
smoking all
pack and a half a day.
So you're like, you wake up, smoke.
I wake up, walk to school, smoking
Smoke.
2 cigarettes.
Okay.
Yep.
So I would consider myself a social smoker, right? So kind of like anytime,
Okay.
going out drinking with friends and stuff. So, social smoking, right? Like, go out partying, drinking, and smoke. I mean, and fucking, I could kill a pack in a night, just drinking,
Kill a
smoking.
deer.
Like, talking back to back, like, light your new cigarette with your old cigarette kind
Yep.
of smoking, you know what I mean? So, that was my shit. And then, I don't know, dude. I've never been concerned with, cancer and blah blah blah. Like, I don't know, dude. I have family, uncles and grandpas, and they smoked, dude, their whole life, and they were fine. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't really
Right.
get anything. I mean, I'm not saying that there is no correlation between smoking and cancer and blah blah blah, but it's never been like a big consideration for me. Like, whatever. If I die, I fucking die. But I was not a fan of, like, dude.
We could talk about choice.
Shit, you got some love.
so you guys going back to episode 1 with that? So
Hang on.
choice.
Can I fucking talk?
Oh my
Jesus
gosh.
I
Christ.
feel like you've been talking for a while, though.
Wow.
Anyway, okay, Chris.
Are
go
you guys
ahead.
are you guys turning on me right
So
now?
with your grandpa,
are we cutting off
Our
the C?
grandpa aesthetics might
who's
be kicking
turning
in
on
here a
who?
little bit
Are
too
we-
hard, but let's go ahead and
Who's
talk a little bit of
Who's turning on who?
whose turn it was here in the city. I have the talking stick. I'm
Can
gonna
I
be
Okay.
talking.
Can I
Go ahead,
finish
Chris.
my
Can,
fucking?
can you
ahead,
grab?
go ahead.
Can you not
statement?
grab my talking stick?
Fuck. Okay. So I wasn't a fan of, dude, after coming home, fucking partying, smoking, reeking like cigarettes. Like, when I get drunk, I smoke in my car. My car freaking reek. Just all of that kind of crap. Wake up and taste like an ashtray in your mouth, like everything. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that was the negative, the downsides. So I don't know. Me and you, Pat, kind of basically got into vaping together, kind of, right? Like, I think I
Yeah.
started a little bit before you, a
pretty
little
much
bit.
the same time. Pretty
But
much
then,
the same
dude,
time.
you took it like next level because you
Right.
got way into it,
Yeah, I
like
got,
way faster
I
than
had
me.
to. It's like any hobby. You want to
Like
get
jack- like
into
jack- like
depth
jacking
with
off?
it. Yeah, right. You want to build your own stuff.
Like jacking off.
What's cost effective, right? But anyway, no,
You would have loved good.
no. Chris got me into vaping though, but
Hell
smoking
yeah.
for 16 years.
Dude,
Yes.
are you attributing saving your life like to me, man, because I really
No.
appreciate that. Oh, fuck.
But
What
I'm
an
still
asshole.
vaping.
You know, there's more carcinogens in a cigarette than there is in a vape, right?
Right, and you got the tar buildup, etc., etc.
So
Did
But-
you guys know that when you start,
I was gonna
right,
talk
hey,
shit.
let's
I was
get
gonna
back
talk
over here,
mad
let's get back
shit.
over here.
Go ahead. No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, Joseph. I want to hear.
Joe.
let's just throw this little bit out there. Did you know when you start vaping, it takes 6 to 8 weeks to actually clear your lungs of the tar
I wouldn't
from
doubt it.
cigarette
I
buildup?
would
Right,
not
that's
doubt
just like detoxing marijuana in your system. Typically 2 to 4 weeks, but 8 weeks ideal.
Yeah,
Right?
So I
Right.
dab. How hard would that be for me?
dude.
Not bad at all. You just got to work out.
I haven't.
So you're
Pat,
saying 2
if you
weeks?
bang that on the table one more goddamn time,
No, no,
I'm
no.
gonna choke you like Homer Simpson does Bart. Okay?
So, pause,
Fucking
please.
A. You really want to pause it?
No.
No, we don't have to pause. Not yet.
Anyway, so yeah.
Hey, fuck. I was gonna fucking say like 10 things, and Saul keeps fucking
Yeah.
staring at me with that crazy eye.
No, but yeah, we're talking about vaping and
Oh yeah.
alternatives.
What's your reasons, Pat, for switching?
I started
Do they
feeling like
vape?
crap, dude.
Feeling like that?
Literally feeling like shit. Was thinking about my future with my kids as being a dad.
But,
So
16 years, right?
Yeah.
Did you
16 years.
did you say your daily? Like what? Pack? Half a pack? Did we say
No,
that?
not that crazy. It got to about a pack a day.
Pack a day?
But marijuana, nothing against that. I still do it. But
I have
it
everything
was my
against
gateway
marijuana.
to cigarettes because
hate-
that gave me a buzz before class.
I hate marijuana.
Right? Cigarettes gave me a buzz before class.
I hate
And
marijuana.
I'm
just kidding.
I love the 90s.
I love it. Welcome back. We're back, folks.
And we are back.
Anyway, thank you, vaping.
Yeah.
And Joe?
I'm gonna put this on the ground.
You guys are taking it
I'm
way
putting this
back.
on the ground. I'm pouring
Yep.
this out.
So you guys are taking it back to the
Not
90s.
too bad, but yeah, just back to the 90s where marijuana was a gateway to cigarette drugs. Or cigarette drugs. Cigarettes.
Marijuana was a gateway to everything in the 90s.
For me, it was cigarettes. I needed that head change.
Well, I remember going over to EDC. And all these gateway little drug parties. But they're mostly based around marijuana. Most of my social clique and everything.
So we're talking about gateways starting.
We're talking about gateways. I'm
Okay.
getting off
Ga-
vaping
Whoa,
and
did we-
then what leads into...
Did you say gay?
What led
ways?
into cigarettes to begin with.
Gateways.
Wow.
Are you the...
Dude.
Would
So-
you
What led
consider
into
yourself...
cigarettes?
I'm gonna ask you to see the exit, please. Thank you.
I can see the exit.
No gays allowed.
I'm saying
I'm anti.
so hard right now.
I'm anti-gay.
Anticlimactic.
I want to go on record. I'm anti-gay.
We're not on the record, Chris, for the last time.
Okay, so
we're not?
you quit, I quit, so I will quit.
Oh, hey,
I
my
quit.
bad. Hey,
The only thing I do is smoke weed now.
Hey, hang on though.
Okay.
I was excuse me. I was talking to the waitress. What was your just
Oh,
real quick?
Well, hey, you
Did
know,
you smoke cigarettes?
I never smoked cigarettes
Okay.
except for the one time I dropped LSD,
Okay.
but that's a complete different topic.
What about you? Have you gotten into vaping? Tried it? Anything?
I've tried a couple of vapes here and there, but honestly, I cough more out of a vape than I do out of a regular marijuana joint or cigarette.
You have any clue on why that might be?
I think about the vapor, the water vapor, probably.
There is zero water.
There has to be some sort of
In vape.
vapor in there that
The-
actually causes your
the
lungs.
PGVGs.
So there we go. We bring it into that.
Hell
Something
yeah,
Saul
let's-
will understand.
Get on it, Joseph.
The-
Talk to me, Joe, please. I'm a scientist here.
Yes.
What is it? It's the propylene glycol
And
for
vegetable.
Vegetable
and
oil.
Glycerin.
Yes.
Oil.
And the
That's
two
what
work
it's gonna
together to keep it dry in your lungs, so there's actually no water buildup.
Correct.
So
Gotcha.
would you
No
say
tar.
that? Would you say that fat
Hey.
doesn't attract to anything on your body if you laid it on your fingertip?
I'm sorry. One
Would
more
you say
time?
that if you dropped a tablespoon of oil, you're able to run it off your finger in just a second?
It would. There would be residue.
So
Correct.
would you say there would be residue inside your lungs?
It's not in vapor form at that point, so it may or may not.
Does anybody need a coaster?
Hmm.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Joseph.
They brought it into gateways. I was thinking about talking about vapes and how they could be gateways for kids to start smoking cigarettes.
I could see
And
that. I could see
I
that.
can definitely see that. I drive myself, as much as I'm not an advocate for vaping cigarettes, I'm an advocate for vaping marijuana and a little bit of
Did you say vaping cigarettes?
Vaping cigarettes.
Vaping tobacco.
Vaping
is great.
carcinogens. See,
26.
this is where you guys all kind of lost me because I've driven a couple of friends actually to stop smoking cigarettes and completely not even vape. But you guys are three of the tough topics right now.
Right, because it's vaping. Right?
So when I worked at a
W
Rite Aid
balls.
locally,
W balls.
when I worked at a Rite Aid locally, I actually I refused selling cigarettes over to one of my coworkers, and you guys can call me kind of like, narcissistic or mean over it.
Not at all.
I
Not
had
at all,
told
my
him that if he wanted to go buy cigarettes, he can go across the street to go buy them because I'm not going to sell them to him as his coworker.
friend.
Right on.
And this was one of my topics
I'm down for the cause.
kind of the choice of being an advocate for smoking cigarettes or not
Correct.
smoking cigarettes. And I always tell my friends that, and I always try to get them into that right topic for. There is no right or wrong, but
I'm down for the
that
cause.
right mindset.
Okay.
All right. Well, speaking of quitting cigarettes, we're going to talk about gay dreams.
Oh, those go hand in hand, I believe.
I got a blood orange with me.
Joseph, wait, what?
So, gay dreams?
Gay dreams, anyone?
Yeah. So,
Every time I vape at night, I have wet gay dreams.
no, seriously
I
though.
believe there's a correlation. I'm not
So-
sure why or how.
No, I think Joe's.
Anyone? Pat's,
Joe was a firm
Pat's
advocate.
looking around. Anyone? Anyone? No?
I think
Oh,
Joe's
I'm
done.
the only
He
one.
was leaving a cast.
He's actually walking out right now. as
No,
we
but
speak.
seriously.
No,
Have
he's
you guys
coming
have it? No.
Am I the only
All
one?
right, it's not the
All
best way to
right.
start it. Anyway, boxing, football. Let's go.
Chopping wood.
Back over to
Hockey,
chopping
something.
Does
wood.
anybody want to chop wood?
Right on, dude.
I don't know. I don't know how we can segue from vaping into
No.
gay dreams. Just
can't.
job. Just saying.
Hey, so cigarettes, and what if your coworker refused selling cigarettes to you? How would you feel?
Refused?
Yeah, say you wanted to buy a pack of smokes on your 15-minute break, but your coworker who was working with you refused to sell cigarettes to you.
I would
fuck that. bull-
Yeah, I would
Wow.
complain for one, but second,
I'd
I
fuck
would
him up.
question why are they refusing me. So they're looking out for me.
I'd fuck his shit up.
So there's
Just saying.
two ways to look at it though. They could be looking out for you,
Right.
in terms of you didn't ask them to, but they still are.
Right.
Or you could have told them, "Hey, I want to quit smoking."
Correct. So
that
they know
is
your
why-
history. You know your background.
There
They
you
know your
go.
background. Yeah.
If you want to buy it somewhere else. I'm not selling. You told me.
So
you
if your
don't want
coworker
to anymore.
decided to tell you they are not selling you cigarettes, would you walk across the street and go buy a pack of smokes, or would you
Yes, I
bring it
would.
up to your manager?
If I put myself in that situation, yes.
I'd hold him at gunpoint.
I'm a firm believer in not snitching, so I would walk my happy big self
Correct.
across the street.
I will walk to Circle K, buy a
And
pack of cigarettes,
There you go.
and smoke it.
Bite the bullet.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a very it's a firm topic on this, in terms of what we're talking about.
Right. Cigarettes, right?
Cigarettes.
Bite the butt.
Bite the butt.
So yeah.
I pick
so-
up cigarette butts every single time I walk into my job. I respect my work.
That's good shit, man.
Yeah, same here.
I was telling my coworker over here, Chris, on that situation. I always pick up my cigarette butts.
Your cigarette butts or other people's?
Other people's
right?
cigarette butts, but I think of other people as also myself in a sense. Cause
Correct.
Hey,
I mean, I love to-
it's a community, man.
I love to think of a communal sense of being nice and picking up a
Right.
cigarette butt for a fellow
Trash tag.
trash tag.
Hashtag trash bag.
Correct.
Trash bags.
It's not over yet, guys.
Speaking of the trash, did anybody go to the cleanup?
Negative.
had.
Why? Because
Negative.
I did not.
The name on the
no.
building
Yes.
wasn't mine.
It'll
No,
be
I,
mine
I
when-
couldn't.
It
couldn't
wasn't.
do it.
It wasn't
but-
titled the GPC building.
It wasn't GPC's committee.
No, but the
Okay.
principle behind that is the reason why I didn't go. They wanted us to go for publicity,
Yeah.
and that's it. It wasn't for the, the actual cause.
Mhm.
It was just for the publicity, for the
Mm,
station, for
This
a
is where
person.
we miss.
And this is another conversation, but yeah,
Yeah.
I do nothing for my job unless it's, true like empathy over it, and a real cause. But that's it.
I hear you, man.
No, I didn't go.
Me neither.
As we consider,
I should have though, because our friends, a lot of our friends went there. It'd been nice, to clean
Or
up.
I'm just down for the cause in a personal sense.
Mhm.
Right. So I should have went.
picking
but-
up a piece of trash there,
Yeah.
I mean, it'll add up in the long run. You're picking up one less litter from the bunch. Recently
right.
I've also heard that the Mariana Trench has been discovered about, I believe 7,200 feet, about
Right.
almost
And
the size
that's
of Mount
actually where my
Everest.
family's from.
But-
Right there,
Yeah.
deepest ocean on the Pacific.
On the Pacific,
Mhm.
or right between the Atlantic and the Pacific.
The
deepest Right.
trench in the Pacific.
the deepest.
So this
I
trench
love-
itself, hey, so get this. They, the actual discovery at the very bottom of the ocean was a piece of plastic, human-made plastic, at the heaviest, densest part of the ocean.
Did they have any fish bones down there though? Was there any shells of shellfish?
See, the question is,
Did
Was there
question was there any evidence of fish being eaten down there?
I would like to know this.
any
Do you have the
evidence of
answer?
life?
We don't have the answer to life, ladies and gentlemen. We do not have the answer to life here on this
Talk
podcast.
about the meaning of life.
But we could talk about.
Let's get deep.
Pie is the meaning
But
of
we
life.
could talk about.
The number 42.
No, what was it that we talked about the first podcast?
Alternative forms of life.
Extraterrestrial.
There's
Thanks,
see,
Chris.
see, I'm not the only one.
I
I'm
can
not the
hop
only one.
onto this topic.
See?
I really can.
Alternative forms of life, man.
I've never had an encounter with an extraterrestrial.
Hey, alternative form of life being Spider-Man. That was right.
That was one of awesome.
Okay.
And we'd also swing
Okay.
away if that were the case. If we'd ever become Spider-Man, we would
swing away.
swing away.
Always swing away. I hear you.
Everybody gets one.
Has anybody watched the new Avengers movie?
Dude, not yet. And I feel like a fucking fake fan. Not gonna lie.
I've been wanting to go see it all the time.
Let's fucking go, dude. Let's schedule a play date.
There you go.
Whenever I know Jacob hasn't seen it and he's down, and I don't know about Mr. Saul over here. He's ready.
I haven't seen it. I'm
But-
wanting to see it.
Okay, so we're all in. Let's go. Let's go right now. Fuck this podcast. Let's just go.
Fuck this podcast.
Fuck this.
Wait,
shit.
no, don't fuck this podcast. Talk about it. Talk about it.
I wanna,
Talk about
I
it.
want to fuck. The
Talk
podcast.
about this
Okay, none
podcast.
of us have seen
Wait.
the movie.
We have not.
So-
what
no
do-
spoilers.
What
What
is
movie?
the beef?
Avengers
Who is
Endgame.
beef?
Endgame.
Oh, I saw Endgame.
Tyler.
You guys suck.
You saw Endgame?
All right, 2 cents
Oh,
that
wait,
way.
none of you
Out of
guys
here,
have seen
Michigan.
Negative.
Endgame?
Get the fuck
Oh,
out of
Michigan.
man.
Those
Michigan.
Yeah,
pennies
hey.
need to get thrown.
Hey, Michigan.
Darth Vader is
Michigan.
Luke's father, guys.
Oh, fuck.
Damn it!
God, you
God.
just fuck.
Damn it!
Spoilers. Fuck. Did we give a spoiler warning at the beginning? Fucking Tyler.
Iron Man's really Robert Downey Jr.
What? Fuck. Why are you doing this to me, Tyler? Fuck. My life is over now.
You're telling me Tony Gwynn is actually
The 3.5.
Tony Gwynn's dead. I'd like you to honor his memory, please.
Dude, you didn't tell me he was dead. Fuck. Why am I learning about all this stuff now?
Michigan is
Fuck.
hitting San Diego pretty hard today.
Michigan is in
San Diego.
Sandia. Whale's vagina. The whale's.
Vagina. There's a large Dutch culture in Michigan, and we talk about it regularly.
Dude, Tyler, no fucking spoilers, please, on Endgame. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
For the 3 that have not seen
Tyler's
it,
talking to the waitress
do we
now.
have theories of what the ending may be? It may not be a storybook ending, or it may be.
They killed Thanos.
You think so?
Does Venom
I
die?
mean, why not? We're talking about different subjects there, so Venom is not in Endgame. Well, that I'm aware of, anyway.
That I'm aware of.
That I'm aware of.
You just didn't see the hidden suggestions on the very bottom of the screen.
Oh fuck! I missed all that.
Maybe.
I missed. They
Oh,
didn't.
I didn't wait the extra 13 minutes to watch the
I
end credits
I didn't
to
re-
see the end.
I didn't read the subtitles. My bad. My bad. I watched it in Espanol.
I saw it in Korean.
What is this?
This is a hard cider. It's a pineapple lime habanero hard cider mixed with cucumber, pepino.
I'm on a
and something
I'm on a
like that.
keto diet. I don't know if I can drink this, my friend.
That's hey man, whatever.
Hey man,
I think cucumber is paleo.
I'm not living your life.
You
Is
do
cucumber paleo? Alright guys, cucumber is not
got a little
paleo.
bit
Do
of
not
kick
consume
in there.
cucumber if you are paleo.
Ooh wee, that
No?
is
You ain't about it?
interesting. What was it again?
It's pineapple habanero lime with a like cucumber, whatever. You know that Gatorade flavor that's
raspberry.
like cucumber
Yeah,
something
yeah.
flavor? It's
Mm.
that same flavor but hard cider.
Is that a mixed drink?
Well, it's 2 different hard ciders. It was actually recommended by the girl porn app.
What's everything that goes in that?
What?
What is it made of? Everything that goes in.
That's what I just told you, man. It's
No.
it's cider. Cider's made from fruit.
I,
I don't. What are you asking me, man?
it's a mixed drink.
No,
correct?
that's it. It's just those two different ciders.
Upgrade.
Oh, just two different ciders mixed together.
Yes.
Oh, okay. My bad. I missed it.
You're
Fuck.
good,
Hey,
you're
get
good,
off my
you're
case,
good.
Michigan.
Come on,
Fuck.
man.
Get out of here, jacking
the
off.
program.
Fuck. Yeah.
Technologic.
Sorry, we're getting a little off topic there.
All right, what do you guys?
technology.
Oh, that's right. You guys were talking about Endgame before I came over here.
Theories.
If you fucking say one spoiler,
I'm not gonna
Tyler,
spoil it, guys.
I'm gonna
Don't worry. I
fucking-
mean, even though the Russo brothers said the spoiler timer is done, but I'll be a cool guy about it.
dude.
What is a spoiler timer?
And it was like Usually, it's like 2 weeks after the release of the movie. That's usually the socially acceptable.
can
like
you-
if you haven't seen it, sucks to suck.
Okay.
Can you post that
I
on
don't give a
Instagram?
fuck. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
I
You
think that
spoil
should be
my
something.
shit, I'll
I-
rip you up.
I
Right,
firmly
let's
believe
put it
that
into
people should be
law.
allotted their time to
There
watch
It's
the
a
movie.
PSA. Hey,
It is
2
a
This
weeks.
is a PSA. You tell me
PSA.
anything about a movie before the 2 weeks is up, I'm gonna kick your ass.
They did.
Yeah.
They really did do that PSA though. I
Yeah,
think
they
on,
put something out saying, "Hey, don't talk about
yeah,
it."
like
Don't ruin it for people.
Instagram or
Oh, wow.
I don't blame them. This is a 10-year journey, man. If somebody
Mhm.
ruined Endgame for me, we'd be fighting.
Who's
Exactly.
Endgame again?
I'd be in jail.
Who?
Oh, it's my favorite song, but Trapped.
I love
I will.
Trapped.
I will ruin your life.
I love Trapped.
Like they ruined Thanos' life in Endgame.
Headstrong.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Literally can take anybody on right now. My head game.
I'll take you all on.
My head game. Take everybody on right now.
I really brought this train off the rails. I'm
Yes,
sorry,
thank you,
guys.
thank you, Michigan. Can you go back home, please? Fuck, get the fuck out of
Take
here.
you
Fuck.
on.
I swear he flew home like an hour ago.
Yeah, right? Yeah, when did he come back? Did you just get round trip? Fuck. Wait, Joseph, I'd like to hear your, give me a theory, man. Give me an endgame theory. I'd like to hear
Endgame
it.
theory.
Please, if you don't mind.
End it.
Just end it.
Settle
So
it.
one for all. I think Cap and Iron Man are gonna
Die.
make up.
Captain Morgan.
I thought you said they were gonna die.
That was
I
in the
think
trailer, wasn't it?
I think they're gonna make up. And
Break up to
I
make
haven't
up.
seen the trailer. I
You
haven't.
haven't seen the trailer either?
I do not want to see
That's
anything
good shit.
about
That's
it.
good shit. That's good.
Nothing
Well,
about it.
Spoiler alert, it was in the trailer.
Ooh.
Damn, there's one spoiler down. I think they're gonna get back together. I think
Get back together.
I think somewhere
They're gonna
along
start
the
dating
line,
again.
they're gonna start beating Thanos'
Fist to
ass,
fist.
Ooh. I
and
like the sound of that. We're getting dirty. I like it.
then they're gonna die.
To leg.
Wow, that got dark. real
That got
quick.
dark real quick, but you know what? Thanos,
Thanos
all-powerful
is OP,
being.
dude.
all the Infinity Stones, snap, everyone done.
All right, so quick popular topic: Injustice 2. How many of you play it?
Wait, people play Injustice?
You never played Injustice?
I'm just kidding. I played
Fighting
Injustice
game?
a couple times.
Aw, come on, man. People play as Superman. People play as.
Dude, so
Fighting games just aren't my thing, except for Smash Bros. I could go hard.
I
on
could
some
talk about
Smash
Mortal
Bros,
Kombat all day, but that's a
fighting
different
games
podcast.
aren't really my thing.
guys, you're all youngins. I'm old, okay? I don't play
Sorry,
video games.
Tetris.
I don't play.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Pong.
dude.
That's Lara
Yeah,
Croft,
Paul,
Tomb Raider.
hey.
That's Tomb Raider right there.
Yeah.
PSX.
Yeah.
Them pointy,
PlayStation.
them pointy titties.
Don't
The
hate.
Pointy titties.
Don't hate.
This is before 3D,
Ooh,
ladies and
that
gentlemen.
was my fault. Dude, don't hate. God, fuck. Sonic, man.
Point that shit away.
Sonic.
Shit.
Sonic the
that
Hedgehog.
Sonic.
Has anybody seen that
Oh
trailer?
my God, Sonic the Hedgehog
Dude,
trailer.
I saw
Looks-
the images of Sonic and I was like, I ain't even gonna watch the trailer. That's
that
fucking.
looks like
But
shit.
Thank God for the internet. Did you guys see
The
that they said they were gonna redesign it because of the backlash on his character design?
That is
Dude,
good.
I don't think they have.
That-
enough, I don't think they have enough
looked
time.
horrible.
To
I don't know.
do
I don't know if
don't,
that's
dude. They
confirmed.
just announced a
I
movie
just saw it
release.
a lot like a week
They
ago
just announced a movie release, and how are you gonna set back your whole time 2 years?
because it looks like crap.
well, that's your fault.
Okay.
Everyone's talking mad shit,
Just
and I don't
casual.
blame
Speaking
them.
of movies not looking great, have you guys seen The Room?
The what?
The Room.
Room.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Room.
The Room.
I haven't actually seen it full all the way through, but I
Or
mean,
Disaster
I've seen
Artist.
I've seen I saw Disaster Artist.
It was really good, right?
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. It's funny.
Spoiler.
No.
Disaster Artist pretty like they match it up pretty good. Honestly, if Disaster Artist came out on Blu-ray, I'd like to see like an extra digital disc of like their version of The Room. I think it'd be cool. The cast
Yeah.
You know, there's a couple
would be pretty
movies that
dope.
I'd put up. Tusk.
Tusk.
I've never heard of that.
You guys haven't heard of Tusk?
No.
Wowzers.
Wow.
I'm ashamed, guys.
By the way, he said wowzer. We're gonna go with he doesn't know what it is either.
Are you?
So Tusk is
Are
actually
you kidding me, my
a
friend?
movie about a walrus.
It is.
And it's
What?
actually a movie about a very friendly walrus named Tusk, who actually lives with the seamen over in.
Wow,
off the
now-
Jersey
All right, I'd
River.
like to establish that this movie
Now
is
he's
no
talking about
longer
semen.
real.
You guys are totally ridiculous. Are you serious? You want to talk about semen real quick? We'll talk about semen over in Antarctica, resting and trying to recover the strength in order to
Walruses live in Antarctica.
Hey, did he have a name?
Tusk. Or who?
He
The,
wasn't
you
named.
talking about the semen?
Oh my God. He's talking about semen, guys.
Peter?
He's talking about semen. No, yeah, the
We're talking
walrus
about
man.
Rob?
Peter
Was-
Johnson?
Did he give him a name?
Alex?
Do you remember if he gave him a name? It wasn't Tusk. That's not his
What
name.
was it?
I don't know.
Frederick.
Tuscaloosa.
Anyways, let's break this down real quick. So, is this a gnarly fucking movie? You guys got Netflix?
I got Netflix. I got
So,
Netflix. I got Hulu.
I believe it's still available on Netflix.
Download this
What,
shit.
Tusk?
Tusk.
Tusk.
Okay.
So,
T-U-S-K.
Yo, look at this bug right here.
oh, bud.
Right here. On my
Gnarly,
fucking
dude.
mic.
Fucking kill it, bro.
Nah,
Fuck,
dude,
I'm
let him-
scared.
Let him do his
Fuck.
thing. Let him do his
Fucking
thing.
kill it.
Don't
Okay,
kill it.
Sorry, guys.
so,
Take it.
hey,
Eat it.
the premise. He, dude freaking meets up, right, with his, kind of, I don't know, kind of a hermit almost. And, so he invites him in his home, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to give away too much of it, but, turns the guy into a walrus. The fucking scary guy, which Saul was referring to him as the seaman.
The seaman. He was a man lost at sea.
Castaway.
Hey, so he sews him into a walrus suit. This is made of human skin.
Whoa.
It's almost reminiscent to Silence of the Lambs.
I like how
with
this
all
went from
skin
cute
suit.
children's movie to
To human centipede.
exactly.
Best
Which
movie.
it's pretty close to the old Human Centipede, to be honest. So he sews him in to a walrus suit made of human skin, and he attaches literal tusks to, like, screws him in, like, to his jaws and all the whole nine, and so he turns him into this walrus, and basically, like, he has to be a walrus. Feeds him fish, like he has to feed off
When
fish.
he feeds fish, he would literally shake his
surprises
head
me
so much.
in terms of eating fish. It was an arf and
Since
an
you guys
arf
obviously
into
couldn't
that
see
fish.
that, I just almost spilled my beer all over myself.
It happened.
Since we don't have the video, we gotta explain
There's
what's
no
going
video
on.
recording right now.
But yeah, I believe that's enough premise to, like, know
fucked.
fucking how weird and crazy, and it's like dark comedy, and it's hella fucking like meta, like just it's so weird. It knows how weird it is. What, man?
Nothing.
You know
Sorry,
what
keep
meta
going.
is?
Meta.
Fuck.
You're good. You're good.
You guys don't know what fucking meta is?
hella meta.
Fucking
You ever
fuck.
been meta before?
I met a girl
God
once.
damn it! I was going to use that joke.
But anyway, so
Mad.
I was telling you, Saul. Yeah, you, Saul. That's your name, by the way.
Raul.
Yeah, you-
Raul?
oh, sorry, Raul.
No,
Raul.
Raul.
My bad. I was telling you, Raul, the
Snaul?
other day, the background on how that movie was created, which it's written and directed by Kevin Smith, which I would hope that we all know who that gentleman is. He's a great man.
Podcaster.
Great man. He is a podcaster. He has the Smodcast. And, wait, do you guys know who Kevin Smith is?
A smodcast.
Yeah, do you guys know Kevin Smith? He created, like, Jay and Silent Bob and,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Clerks, Clerks 2. You don't know who Kevin Smith is, my friend?
No.
All right, well, you know what?
Do you know Kevin Bacon?
Okay.
Do you know?
Hey.
Do you know the
Yo,
six?
Kevin
Do you know-
Bacon saved the
Have
world
you ever
with
seen
his dancing.
Dirty Days of Dancing?
Do you know the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Do you know the 6 Steps of Dancing by Kevin Bacon?
Anyways,
It's the greatest movie ever created.
greatest movie ever created.
Are we
By
talking about
Trapped.
Dirty Dancing?
We're talking
We're talking about Dirty Dancing.
Okay, I've
Talking about
seen
Headstrong,
this movie
right?
too many times.
Talking about Headstrong. Hang on, guys. Can we-
Actually, we're talking about Endgame.
dude,
Endgame, guys. I like that movie.
I'm glad we're talking about movies. I can talk about movies all fucking day long.
The last.
Yo,
You ever
speaking
seen-
of fucked up horror movies,
The Last Jedi.
You ever seen the?
Cable guy.
Whoa, easy on the knocking, bruh.
You ever seen the one? It was on Netflix for a while. It's like a total like B movie.
Kung Fury.
No, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
It was like something. God, they had like something like hardwired into their neck or whatever, right? And they had to like experience pain to keep their like themselves alive. Like this thing was, I don't know, it was like an adrenaline meter basically or something, and if it wasn't pumping enough of the right chemical into the machine, it would kill you.
I don't know what that is, but
It's
that
a
sounds
game?
pretty
Fucked up
fucking
horror
interesting.
movie. And yeah, dude, it was a trip because there's like 10 people put into this house or whatever, right? And it becomes this thing of nobody wants to like, I don't want to hurt anybody, you know, I don't want to do whatever, because whatever, but like we're like we want to survive, and these people just like start doing all kinds of crazy shit to each other, and like people volunteering for things, like people. There was one point where they had like these 3 or 4 people. And they put a pot of boiling water because they needed to get a certain amount, like a certain dosage of the chemical, into the machine at like right at this time. So they got this big pot and boiled water. And, like these 3 people just like jammed their fucking arms into the pot.
Fuck.
And one person kind of like wimped out, right? And then one of the girls like came over and like pushed the whole fucking pot all over them, and like their entire body. And it was crazy. Like they weren't killing each other because obviously you die, you only get that little bit of pain, that little shoot of the chemical, and then there's no more. So they were like literally. If like they the person who pushed the boiling water off, they ended up basically torturing her to death because like they were doing everything they could to just make her experience pain without passing out or without dying. It's like it was super fucked up.
I'm
like,
not gonna lie, Tyler. You're freaking me the fuck out right
What
now.
movie is this?
I don't remember what it's called. I'll look it up. But
Fucking Google it, please.
Honestly,
Google it, por favor.
sounds
Let
like
me know.
something that I might
Hey,
wanna
so
watch.
back on diets. Actually,
Wow, dude.
Hold
We're
on.
really gonna flip the script on us right now.
So we're jumping,
Saul loves to fucking talk.
we like
switch.
talking about
I'm not
tobacco.
mad at
taking
you,
a
though.
leap. Tobacco.
Tobacco diet?
Nicotine.
Time out though. I really like this because I feel like we're giving like movie recommendations, which I love.
it's called Vile, I think.
Vile.
Vile. Vile.
Vile.
Who are you?
Is this
Just
on
I know what
Netflix?
I'm watching.
It was. I don't know if it still is.
Don't kill my dreams, Tyler Bedard.
Guess I know what I'm watching.
Ooh, Saul, you're getting a little frisky over here. That's interesting. Mix, my friend. Just saying. Doesn't that already have alcohol in it? Is that coconut
This right
water?
here? No, it's just coconut water with carbonation.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was unaware.
Did you
Hey.
try the coconut water?
I'm gonna go with no. Vile is
What do
no
you?
longer on
Why?
Netflix.
Why are you putting this in front of me? I do
That's all
not. No me gusta. Hey, so movie recommendations. Has anybody seen Upgrade?
Upgrade.
No.
Upgrade.
I heard it was really good, but I
Dude.
didn't see it.
Tyler, I feel like you would fucking love this movie. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys might like it too. You know, no offense. I'm not cutting you guys out,
cutting
Saul
you
and
out.
Joseph. But like, fuck, it's the fucking gnarliest movie. Like, try and break it down without fucking being spoiler heavy. Basically, Homeboy is
Homeboy.
Homeboy. Homeboy is
Mexican?
He is Mexicano. Homeboy basically gets he gets fucked up and he becomes a paraplegic.
Like Four Loco?
Poor Loco. He gets fucked up.
So please,
Sorry.
can I have a moment on the microphone,
No.
please?
Okay, we're talking about a 9 logo.
Ooh,
Four Loco.
I like the way you talk, Tyler. Okay, so he becomes a paraplegic, right? And then he gets upgraded. Roll credits. He gets upgraded. And he gets like this fucking like a Jarvis basically like implanted in him, and it helps him move, walk, do the whole nine. And he's dope ass like a computer voice inside his head, and he's just like, would you like me to take over? And he's like, yes. And he's like, dude, fucking just, have you seen the trailer at least?
No, I haven't heard of
like,
this, man.
dude, guys, watch the trailer at least.
Starboy?
Fucking soul, dude. I'm gonna ruin your life right now.
What'd you say about Rocket Man?
I hate you guys. I hate you all.
Hey man.
Hey,
Hey.
man, don't be talking about Kevin Bacon like that, alright?
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Thank you, Tyler. Tyler's my backup. Thank you. Hey,
Gonna drive you home. Tonight.
Headstrong, I'll take you.
Fucking A, dude. This is the most.
All right, I'm gonna get Pat a seat back now.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank
Sorry
you.
about that, guys.
We'll see you later, Tyler.
All right, Pedro's
Go, hey,
back.
Tyler, go fuck off back to Michigan. Thanks. We'll see you
Tyler,
later.
go
back to the snow.
Glad to have you here, Tyler. See
The
ya.
plane's leaving right now.
Back here, dirty water. Let's go.
We are
drink the water in Michigan.
20,000 feet, and we're having
Hey,
Clear
Joe,
s-
how's it going, man?
clear, smooth skies. Oh wait, hey, welcome back, Pat. Welcome
Are they
back.
silky?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hey,
Silky?
so we've been talking a lot about movies while you've been gone there, Patrick.
Right.
Have you heard of or seen the movie Upgrade?
Upgrade negative.
All right, so I was explaining it for the audience. So homeboy paraplegic, and he gets upgraded, and he gets like this shit, basically installed into his body and his brain.
Like a phone?
It's like his what do you call your stem, your fucking spinal cord
Cerebral cortex.
shit.
Like the movie
Oh,
Spinal Tap.
Exactly. So he can move and shit, and he's all good, but he's got like a Jarvis up in his brain, and he's like gets in a sticky situation. Homeboy's attacking him and shit, and he's like, "Do you want me to take over?" Well, the electronic voice. He's like, "Do you want me to take over?" And he's like, "Yes." And then dude fucking starts ripping this fool to shreds, dude. And he's like, just like, and he's like, blocking shit, grabs a knife, and just, like, dude, it gets fucking nutty. And
Like an AI.
yeah, exactly.
So would you compare this at all to that movie?
God.
Oh my god, AI
God.
again? You know what?
So I
I've
love you,
seen a
man.
movie, but I forgot.
So I love you, man. Anyways, what you guys sound like you're not interested, but if you got the chance, check it out. I don't know where it's available. I don't know if it's on Netflix,
Netflix?
whatever. I don't know if it is, but
Probably.
Probably on Pluto TV.
So now
It's
I got
free.
Vile and I got Upgrade. Two
Okay.
things that I'm gonna have to watch.
check out Upgrade.
There you go.
dude.
I got a
It's
Fire Stick and it's hacked. It's Cody.
Okay.
fucking Roku.
Anyway.
Roku
Isn't that a
TV.
Raku?
Roku.
A Raku stick?
Did you just say Sonic the Hedgehog?
Okay,
Dumb.
so you guys went from dieting to vaping
To gay dreams.
We didn't get to gay dreams yet.
We didn't get to the gay dreams.
Oh, let me
No
give you
worries.
guys details.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
We got to the movies.
Okay.
Wait.
We'll skip gay dreams and go straight to the movies.
Pat has seen Endgame.
Right, I've seen
so-
Endgame. You guys want to know
off.
everything about it?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Fuck off with your bullshit.
Anyway.
Everybody over the fence.
Seriously, I haven't seen the other Avengers, but Endgame is pretty good.
Fake,
Really
fake
good.
fan, fake fan.
Honestly,
Correct.
I
No
only
hate.
saw
No hate.
Endgame. That's the only movie I would see.
I've seen the Avengers, haven't?
Have you guys seen the movies in the correct order yet?
Negative.
I saw almost all of them except for I think like Black Panther. I saw like out of order. Oh, and like the
Oh
Ant,
my
the
gosh,
Ant,
so
the,
fake.
the Ant-Mans.
Oh, freaking
Like,
derogatory.
does anybody give a fuck about the Ant-Mans? Let's be honest.
Ant-Man?
Definitely not.
Let's be honest.
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man can
He's
suck.
cool.
Who's that?
I never seen a movie, but in Endgame,
Ant-Man?
Oh, hold on.
He's cool. Never seen the movies,
But he's cool.
but he's fucking cool.
but I get it though. I get it. So,
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Who's gonna drive you home?
Dude, Avengers. So, about the Avengers. Now, I've seen almost all of them. No, what am I saying? Almost. I have seen them all except for Endgame. That's the only one I haven't seen yet.
Oh,
So you
what
can
a
all
poser.
suck
Mongo.
dick. You push manga?
You push,
You push
Mongo.
Mongo.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Dirty skater.
Anyway.
We don't want to jump into this topic.
Pushing manga?
Right, because Joe pushes Mongo.
Joe pushes manga.
Nothing wrong with that, but it's a safety.
I'm not hating.
Safety.
I'm not hating. I love it. I love when people push manga.
Push both.
You guys got shorty balls?
Anyway.
Anyways. So, I don't know, man. I'm all for this. I'm all for
I'm
this.
all for
I'm all for
abortion.
This. I'm all for this alternative form of life.
Abortion, right?
I would love to be
You
Thanos.
want to talk about that? Alabama?
Dude, I would love to have all the Infinity Stones
Right?
just so I can talk about abortion.
You guys want to talk about that shit?
I can-
Alabama.
I cannot. I do not understand it.
If I was Spider-Man, I would swing away.
Right.
Just saying. I'm just throwing that out there.
But you would ban abortion.
I would.
That's
Why
like,
you're swinging away.
doesn't
While
matter.
You're swinging away. Pulling out and swinging away.
is the method. That is the method.
That's pre-abortion.
Unless you guys are okay. Here's another topic: pro-choice, pro-life.
Okay, let's go back to our
Man,
first topic
this
here.
will be on
and
for hours.
hey, so
I
honestly,
could go on for this probably all night.
let's talk real quick. I'll bring up a quick conversation about a previous topic here. Homeless people. Do they have the option to be homeless?
Yes, they do.
I feel like they do.
They do. I'm
This
sorry,
is
Chris.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Trump.
Let's everyone gang up on me. That's cool,
Chris.
man.
Gang up on Chris.
Everyone's against everything I say or do. It's cool. I'm not
It is
mad.
Hear you a
option.
little bit. Let's hear a little bit of your perspective on this situation.
I'm not
There's
mad.
always two
I think it's
sides.
an unfortunate event, to be honest.
Do you want me to really say my point, like I was saying?
I've
Yeah.
never heard a story which consisted of two living beings within your retrospect. The story that I heard was within myself, and I reciprocated to you.
Right. So,
Do you want me to break it down? Do
So
you want
let's
me
hear
to,
this side.
Yeah.
Do you want me to break it down?
Let's hear it.
Let's go.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Do you not think that there's such thing as like people being homeless unintentionally? Like whatever life throws at them, they don't really. It's not on purpose. It's not like they want to be homeless. It's not like
but what's homeless though? What's homeless?
there.
to you?
Yeah,
and
what
you
is
know what?
homeless?
That's something we did not talk about. So is the
Right.
fact
But-
that there's many
Okay,
levels.
Hey,
so
we
you watch
can
off the
establish
grid.
this.
Off the grid.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was one
hell
of them.
yeah.
That
That's
was one of
not.
them.
That's not.
That's not homeless because you're
It's
still
not
living somewhere
homeless.
off the
They're
grid.
And to me-
creating their home and
And to
creating
me,
resources.
that's intentionally being a form of homeless.
But you are because
But
you're
it's
not
not home-
paying
it's a
bills
home.
to your electronic bill, which I understand because you're off grid. You're not paying bills to the government,
And it's
Right.
it's the same with the
but you're still paying your mail, right? Or unless you're getting it somewhere else, right?
There's no need of currency. It's they make their own home.
To
Couple leaves. Seriously, a couple. Whatever.
couple weeks,
Could smoke a couple weeks.
2 months.
Right.
Hey, to me,
So
That's their
lucky.
home.
to me, the van life is also it's a form
I'm
of
not talking about
being
van life.
homeless. Because
Homeless.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that is a home. The van is their home, but it's an alternative form of living.
Right.
Wow.
Wow.
We're
Hey, we're
full
walking
circling.
forward to walk backwards.
we're full circling right now.
But there's no right or wrong. It's subjective.
Yeah,
It-
it's-
thank you.
You
Thank
know what I mean?
Thank you, Pat.
However,
Thank you.
it's a choice. If you're talking about homeless, it's a choice.
You're 100%. There's
It's
no
a choice.
so.
choice, Chris.
Okay, hang on. Let me put this to a question.
Realistically,
Let me put.
for some
According.
people it's a choice. For some people, it's
Wait. Hang
Right.
on, Jacob.
Right.
Please.
Come here,
Have a seat,
dude.
my
Have a
friend.
seat, dude.
Jacob,
Come on.
Have a seat,
our
my
other
friend.
friend right here is going to join our
we got
podcast.
someone else who wants to
Guys.
join
See,
us.
Jacob,
We
come
got someone
on.
else. Get in on this. There's been
It
at
is
least
Saturday, May 18th, 2019.
there's at least
Jacob, our
10
only other
forms
friend
of earwax on this
Yeah, 20,
earbud,
20,
but it's all
20. You can wash it, you can clean it.
outstanding.
Hey,
You can just look at it, you can wipe it.
Jacob, just heads up.
Just do
You gotta be
this.
careful with the banging on the table because it's gonna
Right.
record that really loud
How's
noise.
everyone doing up
so
there?
use the coaster, por favor.
I'm doing good.
I feel like
You doing
I
fine?
feel like I'm the mother of this
I think
podcast.
I'm fine.
Okay,
Mama.
You know what? so we're welcoming Jacob to the show. Welcome, Jacob.
Hi, how's it going?
Thank
How's
you.
it going, Jacob? I'm your biggest fan.
I'm your
for
biggest
fi-
I'm your biggest fan. Oh my god, I
For 5 years.
Oh my god, I love you.
That wasn't clapping.
Anyway, Jacob.
Um,
We got Jacob now.
Hey, Jacob had a point, I believe, or at least it sounded like you did. What?
Well, with van life, the whole idea of it, there's the people who they can't afford a house and they're living in a beat up old motorhome, on the side of the street, and then there's the people who can't afford to live in a house and decide that they want to live that life.
So, can I question you? I feel like the way you just explained those two situations, it sounded like one was intentional and the other was unintentional. Like, I mean, at least
It
maybe not
sounds
100%.
To an extent, I
Still
mean,
sounds like a choice
it's
to me.
Hey, you said to an extent. That's all I'm trying to get at. I'm not
Yeah.
saying 100% they have absolutely no choice whatsoever.
no, it's like the people
look at me
who
like that,
who I'm
Saul.
trying, who I guess you're saying that I'm saying don't have a choice. What I'm saying is they're the people who, they're almost homeless, but not quite. They can still afford to, maintain a motorhome and keep it going and, at least to move it around every couple days and do that.
Gotcha.
But, then there's the people who, spend, 20, 30 grand on outfitting a Sprinter to live in it. And, they just go chill at the beach every day and,
Hell
they're
yeah.
living the fucking life.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking
But is
about.
that homeless?
No, that's
Right.
not homeless.
But
Yeah.
is that intentionally not having an address?
Yeah, that's intentionally not. You don't want to have. You don't want to have a.
Would that be a choice?
And have you guys heard anything about I'm pretty sure these laws have already been put in place, but there's a restriction on people living in vehicles by the beach in San Diego. Is either proposed or it's already been passed.
that's
Yeah,
new.
yeah.
You know,
I know
that's
the
within the past couple
statistics,
months. It's
but yeah.
I
new.
heard about it.
Yes, and the one that I heard was San Diego County is they legalized living in your vehicle, but I don't know if there's limitations. Like you said,
Right.
not by the beach, which I believe that because people bitch. Like, and again, remember I was saying in their first podcast that I find that understandable. Like, no one wants some rolling.
Well, and it's the idea too that everybody living in a house, they're paying property taxes and shit.
Exactly.
Right.
Living on the
right.
land.
Remember, we're saying, like, dude, someone comes pays their freaking life's fortune to live
Somebody on the
beachside,
land
But-
and
decides to live on there.
then someone rolls in with their fucking beat up, fucking
Hey, get your
Right.
van out of here.
rusty
Right?
ass
You've been paying property taxes
your
in
van outta
California
here.
your
Get
whole
your
life.
fucking van out of here.
Hey,
But
that ain't my van,
but
buddy.
then you try to go to the beach and there's just a row of people in vans that don't pay taxes at all,
Exactly.
They just
chilling
happen to be
there,
Canadian.
living on beachfront property. That would be kind of frustrating.
Yep. Yep.
Correct.
That's what I said in the last. I said, dude, I find that totally understandable. Like, I wouldn't want some rolling up on my hood and just fucking.
But what
Like,
about
not in
the
my
idea
backyard.
of people paying for a permit to live in their vehicles? So there's no issue with cops fucking with you and telling you got to get out of there,
Just another reason for the DMV to fuck us up with more money.
I mean, that's true. But
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah.
if that money is put towards having, permanent parking lots where people
That'd be
can
dope.
go live in
I'm-
their
I'm
vehicles
down for
You're
that.
in nice
basically-
areas,
Yeah.
so
Like that
instead
idea.
of all this, is this legal, is it not, have it for sure, people, they're paying for permits for it. They can park wherever, but there's also designated areas just for them that are paid for by these permits.
Yeah,
You know,
these
the-
are people we need, though. These are people paying for their rights,
Yeah.
right?
Then there's
Exactly.
the people who want this.
Hey,
Correct.
my only thing with all that, permits and blah 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 is, like, it's always a fucking cash grab. Like, it's always,
is.
you know what I mean? It's always a
Well,
way, like,
That's the point of the question. Who wants this?
no, I know, but I'm just saying, like, from a morale perspective, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, like parking tickets and all that bullshit, dude. It's a money maker. Like, it's always a fucking money maker.
It is.
I hate that shit.
It's
it
always
just
for
bugs
money.
me.
It's to
And
make
it's
the
for
next
the
person.
taxpayers.
What's up?
Taxpayers.
Did you just
say
taxpayers?
I love it.
It's all about taxpayers.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back. Oh,
Hello.
Ken Kniff. Oh. You guys remember Eminem? Ken Kniff.
Yeah.
But yeah. Dude, hey, legit, Jacob, I'm really glad you just got on this because
Yeah, dude.
you're bringing up some
I
dope,
mean-
dope-ass points.
This is something that I've always thought about. My dream has always been not quite the traditional van life thing, living down to the beach. I want to build a ridiculous expedition truck and fuck off to the mountains and
Hell
do that
yeah.
sort of thing,
Hell yeah.
which is a little bit easier because
No one gives a shit out
old
there.
BLM land, you can do whatever the hell you want.
BLM, dude, that's what it
Yeah.
And I just talked about it the other
was.
day.
I said the wrong fucking acronym.
So check this out.
It's all
Over
good.
here
Bureau of Land
Fallbrook.
Management.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
Fallbrook.
go.
Fallbrook, same shit.
Great place.
Oh, the land for sale?
Everywhere you drive on that 76.
With
you
the
see
billboards?
BLM billboards on
With
the
the
side.
Yeah.
It's like, bzz, 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 buy my land, buy my land,
come in.
Buy my land.
buy
Come
my land,
here.
bitch. Buy my land.
But
Buy my land.
any sort of BLM land, you are 100% free to camp on and pretty much do whatever the hell
I
you
shit on
want
it?
on.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And so, it's hard to find that in California, but you go into the middle of the country and you can drive around and, camp somewhere new every night and be 100% legal, not pay a dime, and,
Hell yeah.
be way the hell out in the
Would there be a
beautiful nature.
probability of owning that land?
Well, yeah, you can buy it
A probability.
because they're always trying to sell it.
That's correct.
Who do you talk to?
I don't know.
You talk to state parks.
You talk to Trump.
State parks. You talk to
Trump owns
You
it all.
talk to Trump.
He owns it all, man. Fucking Trump. Hey, yeah.
So yeah, that's great. Alternative living. I love it.
Alternative living.
Anyway, so
Alternative
gosh, you look so cute with that
form of
sweater.
life.
Anyway,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
anytime.
Hey, man, anytime.
Yeah, football,
Hey,
basketball,
hey,
and
you know what?
boxing.
I'll
Wood
take
chopping. Wood chopping. We're gonna go chop
Wood
some wood.
chopping 2.0?
We're gonna,
Yeah.
let's go chop some wood, guys. You guys down?
Chop in between.
Right on, dude.
Dude.
Hot dogs.
BLM though. What about that BLM life, bro?
Hey, what about your body mass index? What is your BMI?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Have you BMI'd in the last year?
No.
Not.
Have you BMI'd in the last year?
Never.
Negative on Jacob and Chris and Pat and Basal.
Joe.
That
Have you BMI'd in the last year?
My body mass index?
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
Joe
my
has-
Wait a
body
second.
mass index?
I know what that is.
I haven't BMI'd, but I did BM earlier.
Oh.
It was a good one. I squirted it out.
Oh my God, you're gay.
Mm.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
Stop that,
Nothing wrong with
Montana. Do I smell Idaho's?
Montana. He's Michigan. Just a reminder.
I would not mind living in Montana.
Michigan.
You know Idaho
Hey,
is
I'd
next
be
to
down in
Montana.
Montana.
Idaho?
If
You
I
know
found a
Idaho is
position
next to
open,
Montana?
I will live there.
Idaho.
And you know what's the #1 state for potatoes, Chris?
There's a hub in
Mendoza.
Montana,
Yeah,
I'll take
Idaho.
that.
However,
So Idaho says, I smell potatoes.
my gosh, Chris, don't come at me. Anyway, so football, yeah.
So, football.
But yeah, Montana. I wouldn't mind living there, Jacob. Anywhere there's country
Hey,
land. Fuck
hey, what about
This is
Hey,
true.
what about just the traveling aspect though of whatever van life and whatever, like, I'm fucking so down to travel, dude. Like, I just want to get on the fucking road,
I mean, you can.
get
I
out
guess.
on the road.
I'll keep talking for a little bit.
I want to
I
get
mean,
out.
my ideal for the whole van life idea
Van
would
life.
be to have some sort of remote income. So you
sure.
you have like
Work
a
at
web
home.
design business or some sort of photography business.
Hell yeah, for sure.
And so you're literally, your income is based off the internet. So you can move out wherever and you're just driving around. You got maybe a high gain satellite dish on your vehicle, or
Hell yeah.
So
either that or you're planning out where you're going a little bit more. So you
another
have good
topic is you
connection.
get
Hell yeah.
solar for your vehicle, right?
That's
Si,
true.
senor.
Yeah.
Solar, make it electric.
Solar. Si.
It's
I'm not trying to be pro Tesla here. I'm sorry.
hey,
That's
I
another
like
topic.
that
but
idea.
The
I like
one
that
man-
idea.
right now
You wanna
the
be
feasibility of a electric, a solar powered electric motorhome
Right. Solar
is
is the key.
kind of out there. I mean, you could do it,
Right.
but it would be like you'd spend a day driving and then you'd spend 3 days charging.
So
Is
Not
about
3
what
da-
the ratio is
not
right
3
now.
days, but
if you could charge your phone if you could charge your vehicle for 2 days and drive for 2 days, and then stop and drive and charge it for another 2 days and drive straight for 2 days,
Yeah.
would that considered be an ideal kind of van life?
Well, I mean,
why not? You're on the road.
you wouldn't be paying for your transportation at that point,
Right.
minus maintenance, which is going to be less for electric vehicles, but still there.
And that's perfect. I mean, if you're on the road every other 2 days and you have an idea of being able where you're going to be able to charge at,
We
So,
Sorry.
so what?
No,
what?
go ahead,
what,
go ahead. No,
I didn't mean
Chris,
to
go
cut you
ahead. Go. No,
What I would do with that is I would have a electric powered. I would take like some sort of old 6x6 military truck, convert it to electric motors, have
Right.
big ass fold out solar panels that you can fold out from it when you're chilling.
yeah.
But you're still always going to need to have some sort of diesel or gasoline generator.
Right.
So you have the thing be electric driven, but you're still going to need to have some sort of fuel to produce electricity.
Right.
You're never going to get by on just solar Now, at least, maybe in 50 years you could, but right now, if you want to be moving around fairly constantly,
Hey, but
Ain't gonna
10 years,
happen.
10 years.
hey, but what if you purchase one of those Tesla semis though, that they rolled out with?
That's a different story. You
That's a
would-
tractor.
Just say, hey,
You
Those
want
don't have
you wanna
solar
bring your
panels
whole
on 'em?
farm?
I'm just
You want to
throwing
bring
it
your
out
whole
there.
If you're
farm?
going from supercharger
I'm
to
just-
supercharger,
I'm
you're
just throwing
good.
it out there.
Like,
So how long does it take
I'm
to
talking
charge
about
one of those Tesla
fucking off
semis
into the
at
middle of
a
Idaho and Utah.
at a corner?
hey,
How long does it
maybe
take?
an hour.
Been talking about
Maybe
doing,
1 hour.
buying like a school bus though and converting it
To
into
be
like
honest,
one of
1
those
hour.
Really?
RVs.
Yeah.
those
Probably.
fucking things. Just
1 hour to charge your Tesla.
Now I don't have the numbers
semi?
for you guys, but 1 hour.
1 hour to charge your Tesla semi. Did
If
you guys
you're
hear
at
that?
a 20%, probably trying to get to 80 or 90.
So if you find an outlet and you're driving a Tesla semi, this is a
Supercharger.
tractor. This is a
Honestly,
53-foot tractor
Supercharger,
supercharger.
because the infrastructure of Tesla is worldwide.
the amount of power being pumped through that wire terrifies me if you can charge a Tesla semi in an hour.
Yes.
That is terrifying.
Right,
If
and that's why
anything
Elon-
goes wrong, somebody is going to be turned into dust.
That's why I converted
like,
from.
thank you, Thanos.
Yeah, I am now not I'm not a
Thank-
Catholic anymore.
thank you,
I am
Power Stones.
Elon.
Hey, can I ask a question for all you folks? I don't want to get into
my God, we can
hang on.
Okay.
I don't want to get into our
Take a Power
jobs.
Stone?
I don't want to name businesses
Trying to take a
that-
Power
that
Stone?
we're a part of.
Right.
But
Me neither.
for our where we work, what if seriously purchasing a Tesla semi and then starting a delivery
Right, I
business.
thought about that, to be honest.
Dude.
But for okay. I don't know fucking use that word. Okay.
Beep beep. We're gonna
For company A, company A,
for our line haul contractors,
There you go.
That's
Thank
a
you,
good
Jacob. Thank you,
it
business.
makes goddamn good sense
Yes,
to
it
buy an
does.
electric semi.
dude.
yes, it does.
Fucking-
More than a lot of other trucking industries right now, the stop and go nature
Correct.
of our routes is the perfect first implementation for electric
Right.
semis.
And it's a booming economy
Yeah.
right there.
Hey,
And I know Express has already bought some, so
right.
Yeah. The
Hey,
company's bought some. It just hasn't been
yeah.
Did
revealed.
I only watched the Tesla semi on YouTube, the fucking hour long whatever. Did anybody else check that out?
The autonomy day?
Yeah, I think is that what it was called?
5 paychecks.
I
Have
didn't
you
watch
seen
the whole
those
thing.
Five
Volvo
paychecks.
autonomous semis?
It's fucking
Volvo?
Yeah.
Volvo?
They have like the profile of a sports car, but it's a semi, like it's like a sports car with like a semi truck hitch on the fucking where the
No.
engine would be on it.
But the
Talk about the FedEx delivery.
No,
bot.
it's a semi truck with no cab. There's nowhere for a driver to sit. It's always going to be autonomous.
oh
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, that's
Autonomous is a
really-
different story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
I
different
wouldn't
topic.
pay for an
That's dope.
autonomous one yet first.
I would.
that's dope
That would
too, though.
kill people.
That's another topic.
Hey.
Right there, another topic.
More likely
Autonomy.
than not, for the first like 5 years of
Autonomy
that
is
thing being
another
rolled
topic,
out,
you're
it's
right.
just going to be moving trailers around inside of yards.
I
But-
say in
That's dope though.
But
5
I mean,
years.
imagine that replacing our switchers.
I
You
say
know,
five.
like
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
I could see that happening pretty soon.
At our unnamed job
At our
that
unnamed
we're
job.
not going to talk about.
Robo Taxi
Robo
2020.
Robo taxi.
All right,
We
yeah.
work for the
Hey.
corporation.
Seriously though.
Hey, but Elon Musk was saying that the Tesla semis handle like exactly just the same as the.
Well, of course, it's a battery powered vehicle. As long as you have the same amount of battery power as
For-
it take a
Yeah, but the
Elliot,
size though.
well, no.
Torque. It's a torque.
Yeah, that's
Tesla
the
Model
thing.
3 is
At
what-
the end of the
the
day,
power that goes into the axle, right? The how much you can move, how much power you can move in a second.
But I'm talking about the size
At the end of the
though,
day,
the height.
DC electric motors are going to produce way more torque than any internal combustion engine was ever
Right.
capable
For
of.
sure,
but
for sure.
but with the amount heated, the heat output from all that, it can cause really bad problems. And I mean, there's been examples of Tesla semis burning up. What if an entire semi burst up with your cargo?
I haven't heard of that,
Okay.
It's, I mean,
I haven't heard of that.
cooling on electric vehicles is a much more simple matter than internal combustion.
Yes.
You're dealing with an electric motor as compared to literally
Well,
containing a series of explosions inside of a steel
Right.
block.
Yes.
Exactly.
True.
Right.
But a combustion motor will be less more prone to combusting over a long period of time in use versus a electronic battery.
Well,
powered
yeah,
vehicle.
yeah. Lithium-ion
but
batteries.
the Pythagorean theorem. is-
it-
Pythagorean theorem.
but electrical sparks, man.
Dude,
but electrical sparks,
everything's
man.
powered by
But
batteries
in,
nowadays.
in all reality,
Have you heard of Galaxy
yes.
S7s? The battery-powered phone.
No.
The battery-powered phone that
Don't
goes
talk
on
shit about Galaxy Soul.
Lithium-ion batteries
going up into flames inside people's pockets.
are, I mean, even if they're built perfectly well, if they get fucking hit hard by something, they can blow up, and it's kind of a slow process.
No, it
You'll
will.
start seeing smoke pouring out of it for
It will.
half an hour.
I mean, signs of use and signs of tear and where it would come across first before accident happens or
It's
occurs.
the
There-
lithium. They sell liquid inside their.
Yeah, I
cathodes.
mean,
it is a positive outlook.
I
on
mean,
that.
like the quadcopters, those racing quadcopters, they're pretty much flying blenders with an incendiary bomb strapped to them, and that's because those lithium-ion batteries, these things are flying crazy fast, and if they hit something, it damages the integrity of the battery, and once that happens, it just slowly starts burning up, and suddenly it flares up. It's like a integral curve the way it starts burning up. It's slow and it's a slow burn, and then it hits a point where all of a sudden it just flares up.
Totally.
And that can happen with electric cars too. I've seen videos of it happening to knockoff Teslas in China
Sounds
and
dangerous.
shit. But
Knockoff Teslas. So I've heard of
But-
electric
but-
hybrid vehicles in
but
China.
but you're talking about, okay, so yeah,
But they were nice.
but
They were
batteries-
actually good. They had good feedback versus
batteries.
a battery
yeah,
powered
they're a little
vehicle.
bit dangerous, but that's compared to having a 20-gallon tank
So would
of
a Prius-
gasoline on a vehicle.
would a
Think
Prius
about how
be
dangerous
more-
that is, and how much more volatile a tank of gasoline is. At the end of the day, that is way more dangerous.
Right.
So a Prius would be more dangerous than a Tesla driving on the road. In other words, because it has
Yeah,
a tank of gas.
Yeah, because it's got a combination of the two. That's just
That's asking.
Yeah.
But anything that would compromise a lithium-ion battery, if that hit a gas tank, you'd have fucking gasoline pouring out onto the ground. So that's way more fucking dangerous. At the end of the day, electric cars are always going to be safer.
Totally.
I agree with that.
I don't know what the
And,
fuck we're talking about anymore.
no,
but I'm
no, no.
arguing shit.
No. You're arguing it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I love that. I
I don't know
love
what
that.
the fuck we're talking
So,
about. But
check
I'm
this out.
arguing.
Going in.
We're going hard.
We have electronic vehicles, and we have gas electronic vehicles, and then we have gas-powered vehicles.
We do.
So,
And diesel.
coming in and saying that Tesla semis are going to be the sporadic
The wave of the future.
wave of the future.
The wave of the future. The wave of the future.
We don't
the wave
know.
of the future.
as if the electronic and the gas-powered vehicles might be a certain possibility. We sound pretty positive on that.
Oh, as far as performance cars and shit,
Sorry, what was the question?
I don't know, but
Who was the question?
One more
but
time. So
As far as racing goes in the future, electric cars are gonna poop on internal combustion.
Yeah, of course.
Why do you feel that way?
But hey, guess
Because-
what?
What's your backing on
Guess
that?
what?
There's already guys, in their home garages in Texas, dropping DC motors into 68 fastback Mustangs and having them hit, like 1.8 second 0 to 60s.
Right.
Faster than fucking production Maseratis and shit.
what's the
But
what's Tesla's the fucking supercar shit, the 0 to 60 in 1 point something like that, right?
yes, it's sub 2 seconds, which is
Fucking
10 years ago in production internal combustion cars that was unheard of. But pretty much any electric car, like if they're doing over 2 seconds and they're built for drag racing, that's
yeah,
not right.
totally. Dude, I love all that shit, man. It's so fucking amazing, dude. Like, fuck.
Like science and the technology of everything, how
I
we're
do.
advancing.
I do love science. I feel like Bill Nye, the science guy.
You know who's that?
Have you seen his?
We're gonna switch topics right now. Have you seen Bill Nye?
Bill Nye, the motherfucking
You know who this
science
guy is?
Bill Nye, we go way back.
But can you even drop that name? Are you a DJ?
I can drop it hard right
Are
now.
you a DJ right now?
Spin it back.
Hey,
Spin it back.
let me hear that
No.
name. Bill Nye.
But I mean, progress is fucking awesome, and if
Progress
you
rate
look
is
at
doing
it
really well.
realistically, I mean, it ain't quite exponential, but you know, the way we've been increasing as a civilization, as you know, a race. You know, look at where we were 100 years ago, and look at where we are now.
Right.
Like,
Truth.
where the fuck are
Right.
we gonna be 50 years from
Right.
now?
So get this: 200 years ago. No, actually, how many years ago was the pyramids were built? Pyramids?
I don't fucking know.
Dude,
That,
yeah.
that was a long time ago.
I don't mean.
But that's some rocks stacked on top
Yeah,
of each
yeah,
other.
yeah.
That's not really what I'm talking
No,
about.
no, no. But you know, I'm talking about humans and shit.
Hey, but
No.
that shit-
I'm talking about like
That's
100 years ago,
That's
we
just a-
learned how to fucking fly,
That's just a feat in itself. Though.
and now we're
not gonna lie. The pyramids
and
is a
now
feat in
we're
itself.
realistically talking
True.
about a
All right, you know
spaceship
what?
that can go take off from Earth, land on the moon, and take off from the moon, land back on Earth
All
So-
right,
on
I'll
the same goddamn
step
fuel
back
tank.
a little bit. All right,
Hey,
we'll step back a little
Soul, I love you, man, but you love to change topics, man.
bit. Hey,
Just
but
saying.
get this spaceship right here.
The spaceship right here.
Right, it's literally right there.
Literally.
It's behind me.
It's touching distance.
I have it in my hand.
It's
We're
there.
ready to go to the
We're
moon.
gonna shrink down like Ant-Man. We're gonna jump into the
There we go.
spaceship right here. We're gonna fly off to the moon.
We'll make it to the gas station.
It's there.
Good topics.
Did you finish Soul, your point?
No,
I didn't start any topics.
Oh yeah, you're
just-
talking
No,
about
we
van
didn't
life.
finish
Shit I
any
could've
topic. No,
put
we were
on.
talking about van life.
Right.
No, Elon Musk.
Your perception on van life. That was good. That was good.
I really enjoy that Jacob jumped on because
Right.
you've
Good.
had some fucking
You know,
amazing points.
it's something I've always had in my mind. It's something I've
Right.
wanted to do
Totally.
for a while.
Good. So
Totally.
the internets can hear this.
And I mean, you know, my personal idea on van life is a little bit different than most.
Hey, can
'cause-
I? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Can I ask you, like, if you were to get into that lifestyle, would you have like a legit home base, like somewhere you always go back to, like? Because I think that's.
So ideally, you know, my ridiculous pipe dream is way out, probably. Because right now, my idea is Montana is what I would love.
Where would you
So-
go back to
Yeah,
though?
same
Like,
here.
So somewhere way the fuck out of
Farmland.
Montana, way out in the middle of nowhere.
Boonies.
I have one of those, you
The
know,
Goonies?
like a big ass one's hangar type buildings,
Right.
dude.
a workshop.
Hell
You
yeah.
ever-
where
you guys ever
where
watch
I
Off
store
the
my
Grid?
vehicles
Hell
and
yeah.
shit.
Soul.
But
Hell
besides
Off
that,
the Grid.
and you know, maybe it has a little house with, you know, just like pretty much
tiny
an apartment off the
yeah.
side of it.
Off
but,
link.
A tiny
you know,
shack
so
of 5,000
when I'm
acres
hanging
of
out
land.
there, I have somewhere to live.
50,000.
But besides that, I just have, you know, a
50,000
selection of vehicles
acres
that I
of
can
land,
go out
yes.
and live in. You know, I have,
Selection of vehicles like a spaceship.
well, you know,
You know.
because I've said, you know, I want my big ass fucking expedition truck. I want
Right.
something where I take like a military 6x6 and drop a fucking travel trailer on the
Huge,
bed
man,
of it.
But, this
Yeah.
is perfect.
But I'm
It'd be
probably
a
also,
little city.
you know, I want
It'd be
a
a little
4
city.
but I also want something like a 4x4 Sprinter because
Hell yeah.
I'm,
Right.
you know, I'm
you
kind
want
of
to be
crazy
sustainable
like
all
that.
around.
You know, this is my
get it.
ultimate dream, and it's
Hell
probably never
yeah.
gonna fucking happen. But
no, it can happen.
Hey,
It's
don't
by
say
choice.
that.
It definitely
Don't say
can.
that.
You don't
but
say. you,
but if I were to do it, you know, if I were to have all the money in the world,
Put-
that's how I would do it.
Put that out into the universe, and it's gonna happen, man. Don't
Yeah,
don't
if I
ever
had
say
all the money in the world, I go to Australia.
I'd go to Mexico.
I would go to Australia.
I'd go to my homeland, Mexico.
If I had all the money in the world and I was doing that, I would definitely be shipping my vehicles to Australia to
Yeah,
spend some
fuck yeah, I
time out
would.
there.
You
Fuck yeah.
do you
FedEx that shit.
You really think that it
Yeah.
takes all the money in the
No,
world
don't
to
do that.
achieve that dream, though? I don't.
Not all
I
the
don't-
money in the world, but
I, think
I
you
mean,
could- you can make it happen.
All right, so check
For-
this out.
if you start looking at the price tags on some like Earth Roamer vehicles, you start understanding where I'm
No,
coming
yeah,
from.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
besides that, but I mean, slowly but surely,
So a purpose-built expedition truck costs as much as a fucking house, pretty
for
much.
sure, for
Well, you're
sure.
costing about $100,000
Yeah.
to $200 fucking
No.
$1,000 if you're in Australia. I mean, if you're in Australia, you're building that thing out there, right? You're not taking it over there from.
Cheap Earth Roamers built on
It's
like
cheaper
a,
over there,
on the
no?
F350 chassis are like $250,000.
Sorry.
Right.
250 grand
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let me guess T's position. Sure. I can do that.
to get out there for 60 miles out into the wilderness.
Right.
I mean, this is
Like
just
you're talking about like,
Anyway.
hey,
The wild-
when I talk about the
wilder-
wilderness, I'm talking about like
Anyway.
McCandless, like you know McCandless.
Yeah.
God, dude. No, I'm there with you, Saul.
You're there with me.
We're here, bro.
We're here, bro. Right? We're here, bro. Hey,
In the wild, in the
Ma-
in the wilderness, like Gene
In the-
Wilderness.
in the who?
He said, who?
Who?
Who? Huh. Hugh.
Like John
Anyway.
McCandless Wilderness.
Exactly. That's what I'm into the wildness.
Right.
That was the name of the movie, right?
So this
Alright.
guy made it into the wild.
and then he
Died.
died in a fucking
in a horrible plane
But
crash.
check this out. This is
burnout
before
school bus because he ate some stupid plants that he shouldn't
mushrooms,
have.
dude. Stupid
Jacob,
mushrooms.
please don't talk shit about.
Okay, let's
Mr.
talk about
McCandless.
No,
drugs
but
now.
he's
Drugs?
right.
He's my
though.
grandfather.
This is
Mr. McCandless is
this is
my great
before-
grandfather.
I appreciate
Before-
his spirit, but he was an idiot.
he didn't know Wi-Fi. He didn't know 4G.
I think he did. But did he get hit with poisonous darts though?
Didn't know Google.
Did he?
No.
Did he lick?
Poison
Did he lick?
dart frogs.
Did he lick a poisonous frog?
Did
I
he
don't
willingly
think that was really
get
a threat in
stung
Alaska.
by a poisonous
I don't know.
frog.
Right.
Alaska? I thought he was in Africa. Fuck. I don't know my history. Fuck. I'm fucked.
Are we going back to gay dreams or what?
Yeah, we're going back to a different topic because
Okay.
Chris doesn't know too much.
That's okay. Gay dreams. Have you had one?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know very much about gay dreams.
I had
Just,
one.
Chris, we
just-
can talk about him though.
You want to talk about gay dreams?
No, seriously.
I had a gay
though.
dream about
Okay,
you the
so
other day.
that's the emphasis. Is
I gotta urinate.
taboo, right? Taboo.
For
What
sure.
taboo? Gay dreams.
You
Taboo?
guys, dude, you guys want to switch up topics and get into taboo?
Sure,
shit?
do you
why
want
not?
into taboo shit?
So we talked about sustainability.
Sustainability.
We talked about dieting. Now
Dieting.
we're gonna talk about,
Talked about movies.
taboo stuff.
Taboo.
Gay dreams, guys.
Jacob said he's
Gay
out.
dreams.
He's like,
And we lost.
I'm uncomfortable with taboos.
So we lost
Alright?
one guest.
We
It's okay.
lost-
It's okay. There's three of us.
It's all
There's
good,
three.
It's all
We're
good.
the
There's
soul-
more. There's
we're
more.
the
There's
soul-
more. It's
we're
all
the
good.
soul
Gay
GPC.
dreams.
We're here. We're GPC. We're still GPC
It's
here.
okay. Gay dreams.
Don't worry, guys.
So
I got
the
a
other
fresh
night.
squeeze in front of me.
Go ahead. Fresh squeeze. No pun
Fresh
intended.
squeeze.
Anyway,
Deschutes
go ahead.
Beer. Super.
I really
fucking
gotta
good,
pee
dude.
super bad.
You got to pee. Okay. So let's talk about gay dreams. And I guess I'll just talk away.
Go ahead. No, you know.
Since
go
you know
ahead.
so much,
Oh
since
my
you're an expert,
gosh, where did I
Steal this mic.
start?
since you're an expert,
I'm not an expert and just
It's not about being an expert.
experience.
It's about being experienced.
correct. All right, guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit
like,
that notification bell, and let us know about the
subscribe.
gay dreams you guys have had.
up,
Anytime you
sign
like. Thank you.
in.
Bye.
thank you guys for listening. Good night.
Lie, man.
Thank you guys. I love you guys.
Sometimes.